Who are you?
I'm Emily.
Still?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Mm.
I am always, eternally, and forever Ethan. And welcome back to What the Flock, our super fun little podcast from here in Christchurch, New Zealand. So we are, as always, seated in our beautiful little shop. And we're here to tell you about what we're knitting, what knit-alongs we are both actually finally working on. It's a fucking miracle. And what's coming up for the rest of the year. Plus, it's time to start telling the people about the New Year knit-along.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be super, super fun. We have lots of information to share and hopefully some fun project updates for all of you. So we will be right back. So I forgot to ask all of you lovely people watching, all of you at home, none of you here with us, which we still have mixed feelings about, I think. We might start doing live recordings in the future, so stay tuned. But if you could, if you're watching this right now, don't pause the video, just go down and click that subscribe thingy, and then hit that thumbs up to give us a like. And if there's still a notification bell, which I don't know if there is or not, because I'm not good enough at this, and I don't watch other podcasters who do this stuff, which is my fault.
There is.
Yeah, so if there's still a notification bell, please click that as well. The more of you there are, the more we can do, and the more it helps us grow, which we really appreciate. So, Emily, tell the people what's going on, because you have hit a very exciting point, especially exciting because our Spincycle is in the country.
Yes. This is my Alpine Bloom.
Oh, yes.
So I finished the colour work, which is glorious.
Yeah,
I'm
it is pretty great.
obsessed. And I have separated for sleeves.
So good.
And I'm just doing some old stockinette now.
Oh, look at that.
And I also decided to start the little lacy. I'm doing the short sleeve with the lace. And I feel like I want to do the sleeves before I get too far in the body. So
I always prefer that, no matter
Yeah.
how short the sleeves are.
So I've started
Hot take.
because you knit the lace cuffs separately. So
And
I
then
started
graft
one
them
of,
on,
yeah, I
right?
started one of those. Just for a little bit of
You're actually
something
going to have
different.
your strip cowl back next week.
Exciting. I did see that it was
Yes.
underway.
Yes, it is almost actually fully Kitchenered. I just honestly ran out of interest
Yeah.
halfway through. I was like,
That's
oh,
fair.
48 stitches, I'm done now. I'll be back later. Thanks,
I was like, is he
guys.
going to give it back to me after the video where he's done like the first 5? Or
I was going to, honestly, and then I was like, that's rude. You should just finish crafting it. Like, you took it to make a video. You can finish someone's thing. It's going to take me like maybe 20 minutes, where it would take most people probably about 40 to 50, and I'm really quick at it, and I just, I'll get back onto it when I get home after doing all the other things.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I really love how my colours came out.
Yeah, I think
kind
it's
of-
amazing.
I did fudge it a little bit because I wanted the flowers to be as pink as they could be.
Fair.
But even though I cut into it, I've managed to use up all the bits.
Oh, good.
So I still have quite a bit left. I have like 40 grams left.
Look at that.
Two skeins. So I'll be able
Enough
to
to
make
do the
something
hat.
else. Yes, or possibly a shift cap.
Oh, yes.
Because I have left over from my vest as well.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And then if you added some Lovespell to that.
Or some midsummer. Yeah.
Yeah. We are obviously very excited and talking about Spincycle a lot because we have a fresh Spincycle order that is in the country somewhere.
Yeah. It's in the black hole.
Yeah. It comes into the country and then it disappears for about 4 days. And it's very stressful every time it happens. But, you know, aiming for serenity here.
Yeah, it'll come.
Yeah, it always does. All right, boom, boom. So that is all good. We are moving forward to all of these wonderful things. And I have actually started my U-Rock finally, and I thought that you had another project on the go so that this was going to take longer. So I inappropriately started a longish row. This is the one that has all the decreases on it, not just the increases. But the nice part about U-Rock, especially in the one color sections, is it's a 4-row repeat. So right side, wrong side, right side, wrong side. And you increase every second time and decrease and increase every 4th time that you come to the right side, essentially. So I guess it's really I just said this, but it's actually an 8-row repeat, and I should not be allowed to talk on camera before coffee. We'll work on that, everyone. We're trying. Give us a break. So it is actually just as fun to knit as last time, which I'm thrilled about.
Yeah.
I'm shocked, honestly, I'm shocked that it's going this smoothly, but I am thrilled about it. Yeah, so it's super easy knitting. So You Rock is a 4-skein shawl. I know I've talked about it quite a bit, but I didn't have the yarn, which was a bit of a situation. Thank you to everybody who helped us crowdsource yarn so I could get this going. B, I kind of went on a side quest, which I will share with you, because the side quest has gone amazingly well. And I did not knit a single stitch. Well, that's not true. I did knit quite a bit yesterday, but I didn't knit on any of my current projects because I had a lot of work-based knitting to get done. Not that this isn't work-based, but design work-based. The last couple of months have been extremely challenging. Balance-wise, I think that's a fair way to put it. But I finally have a sock drawer for the first time in 4 years, which doesn't sound like much until you put all of your socks away and realize that, like, wow, that was actually causing quite a bit of chaos in your life. So I'm glad that I identified the problem and dealt with it. And I've moved my desk so it's sitting in a different place. So now I can actually get in and out of my bedroom and in and out of my bed in my bedroom without climbing over my office chair.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's a fresh new way to live. If you've been dealing with me in the last little while and I've seemed stressed or mildly psychotic, you're not wrong. And I'm actually not sorry about it because I'm not there yet. Give me another couple weeks and I might have calmed down enough to finally feel that. We'll find out. Today is not that day. You Rock is still freaking awesome to knit though. So it has been really nice because for me, this sort of brioche stuff, because I have knit lots of brioche and I am quite good at reading my brioche stitches, this is something that I find really easy to pick up and put down. And I find the pattern really easy to memorize and the repeat sections are really, really long. And essentially you do the same like 8 rows the entire time. Just sometimes you're doing it in one color and sometimes you're doing it in 2 color. So it makes it really, really simple. And the brioche itself is quite motivating because it increases and decreases to make this beautiful kind of extended amulet shape, if you will.
It's kind of like a leaf.
Yeah.
With
Yeah, so it sits this way and it's just a really beautiful, soothing knit. I really think Suzanne Sommer has done a great job with this. A lot of her shawl patterns are really, really good. I think she has some really beautiful and interesting ideas for garment knitting. They're not something that would suit me, so it's not something I'm gonna cast on and make, but she's really worth a look if you're looking for something quite different and fun.
I bought her baseline sweater, but it was a bit overwhelming, so
yes.
I put that to the side.
Yes, so she is very clever. And sometimes, like with myself, cleverness causes interesting outcomes.
Yeah.
And I think that's a nice way of phrasing it. Causes some interesting outcomes. But yes, so You Rock, on the way, Yarn Floozy Savant, and Pink Grapefruit.
And this one's going to look quite different to your other one because
yes.
it's more, it's speckly but in a more subtle way than like Hedgehog is, right?
Yeah, I think the other one is kind of loud and riotous, and I think this one's going to be very soft and luxurious. I am thinking, I have Seahorse right now for my final color, and I think I'm going to switch it to Sea Holly so that it coordinates better with my other Yarn Floozy outfits, because I have made an Elton, which I was going to wear today, but then it was 14 and that's too cold for an Elton. It has to be at least 20 degrees out for me to wear my Elton. Because if not, I will freeze literally to death. I will actually die. The other thing that I did yesterday is...
this the color we were talking about?
Yes, so this is some Kiwi-Yarn-a sock in a new color that was definitely intentional. That Rebecca has dyed up for me for a new design. And so this is the Cable Swatch. It's not blocked because I just finished. I just finished it yesterday.
It's cute.
Thank you. It is a new cable that I designed. This doesn't exist yet anywhere as far as I know. It could be wrong. I'll probably find it in the cable book in a couple of months. That's what happens every time. I create this thing and spend all this time on it and then I find it. But I wanted something that would be a little nautical, but also a little feminine and kind of Mediterranean in its inspiration.
It's kind of like tiles. Makes me think of like...
Yeah, I definitely have a thing for this repeating stacked shape. It's definitely, I think, always going to be a bit of a hallmark of my cables and colorwork designs. So I'm really pleased that I finally got this done. I've been planning on this for months now. So this is the first in a series of pullovers that I'm doing, and this one is going to not be part of my usual naming system, which involves the streets between where I work and where I live, but instead this is actually part of a tripped 3-set piece, and this one is called Littleton. Because I'm using traditional nautical construction, so like an Aran cable, but I'm lightening them up to fingering weight, and I'm changing them around and giving them a little bit of something extra. So the something extra here is that this is going to be an all-over cable, so it's going to cover the entire garment. And I'm really happy with how it rises up out of the ribbing, which I've included the ribbing down at the bottom of the swatch, because my most frequent complaint about cable designs is that designers don't take the time to align their cables with their ribs, which drives me bananas.
While we're talking about Littleton, can I tell you a funny segue from the
Yes.
bus this morning?
Oh.
So I had to get the bus in a little bit earlier than I normally do to film
Podcast,
this.
yes.
And so it was a lot busier than normal.
Oh.
So I had to sit next to someone, which is normally not my favourite. But anyway, I get to the back of the bus and I sit next to this man who had a notebook out, and he was sketching. And I'm going to wait till you finish drinking just so you don't spit it out, because it's against it. Okay, so he was sketching the bald man's head in front of us. Like the back of his head.
Did you get like the shiny spot?
There was like a dark patch where it was like short. Yeah, I was like, what is happening? And I was waiting for him to like give the sketch to him or something, but he just put it away after a while. But it was quite entertaining. I thought that was amusing. And this poor bald man didn't even know. And the bald man himself was holding a package wrapped in dinosaur paper that took up, so I couldn't sit next to the bald man because his dinosaur parcel was too big. So if there's someone out there called Daniel today getting a present wrapped in dinosaurs, your friend had his bald head sketched by a random man on the bus.
The best part about this, just for the record, is we live in Christchurch, so there's about a 30% chance that somehow Daniel sees this. Welcome to our lives.
Yeah.
Last and certainly not least, no, that was great.
Like,
honestly, that was much more
I have
interesting
to talk about this.
than my swatch. Let's be real here. Last and least on my current list is Trinigan Sans sleeve. So we've got one sleeve.
Just a little bit of knitting, yeah. Not much knitting.
No, I would have had it done yesterday, but it's too awkward to knit and move it around while the things are attached now. So I knew that I wanted to record it on the podcast, and I didn't want it to be attached to anything. So I just filled my time with heaps of work instead of taking time off yesterday. Also because I'm like months behind. It's great. I love it. And yes, but I did get a lot done, which is good. I got a whole new cardigan graded after all.
Yes.
So that is out in test knits for Ethan. So if you're ever wondering why you don't see test knits from me anymore, it's because I run an online community called The Flock Online. Emily does quite a bit to help me out with it, which I really appreciate. And The Flock Online is a big part of our business. And one of the things that is included in there is it's now where I run all of my test knits. Because running a test knit is really challenging for designers. We're almost always one-man bands. And it can get quite difficult because testers have to be volunteers for the most part. Not a lot of us are in a position where we can afford to pay test knitters, which is not optimal, but it is a reality. And so as a way to try to cut down the amount of time I was spending trying to navigate and run these things, I moved my test knitting into the online community that I run because I have a lot more control there. And it means that I only have to check one place a day. Yeah. Which is so much easier for me.
I've done quite a few tests, and the number where the designer's like, you have to do it by this date. I really need to do it by this date, and I've given you 2 months, and then people aren't even close to doing it by that date. And I'm like, why did you sign up if you can't do it? It's so frustrating, even like not as the designer, to see all these people be like, and like the last one I did, she only needed you to get to a point, and they haven't even done that part.
Yeah.
And it's like, someone else probably could have done it and actually done it.
No, exactly. And I totally understand, and it's such a complex thing. The other, like, to be blunt about it, the other thing with my patterns especially is they are knit flat and seamed. So I need knitters who are comfortable knitting flat, and I do a lot of my design work in fingering weight because I prefer to knit in it for the most part, but also a lot of the people who talk to me on a day-to-day basis are looking for fingering weight knit basics that they can really get easy access to, and there is just not a lot of it. We've spent a long time looking around for these things, and one would assume with the number of fingering weight patterns that come out that there would be great basics, but there aren't. There are actually really serviceable basics like the one I'm wearing in Aran weight and in worsted weight and in DK weight, mostly because people are holding double today. I would say when you look on Ravelry, probably about 30% of all designs that come out are held double with mohair today, averagely, which is what it is. I mean, well, that's just one fluffle situation. But anyway, none of this is like a problem. It just is what it is. I'm trying to work through it and build up a pattern collection. If you want to help me out, and if you want to support us again, and if you're somebody who's like, ooh, supporting people that I like on a monthly basis would be great, please come join the Flock online. We give you a lot of content for the price of admission. There is a huge back catalog now, like a massive back catalog. And most importantly, my courses are now going up for free, including my most requested course, which is Brioche. So Brioche is now included with the subscription. So that is, I think, $165 value that you get for free. So please join. I would appreciate it.
One of us.
One of us, yes. And I'm not saying sign up for an annual membership, but you do save a lot of money. I made it like that on purpose.
Yes.
Now,
while we're talking cults?
Yes. So, Emily and I are going to finish, we are going to finish our knit along projects by the end of this year.
Easy.
Together.
Easy. You've hardly got any more to do.
Oh, actually, that will only take me this will only take about a week to finish once I started, honestly.
I am actually enjoying, because my last few projects have been multi-ball situations.
Yes.
And I'm now down to one ball, which is quite a relief.
Yeah, I have to say, the Trinigan, the joy of the Trinigan fades halfway through the back flap, where you're like, this flap is so large, there are so many balls of wool involved, I can't get comfortable on this sofa. Oh God, another person has come in the house.
Yeah.
Because like with the size of it, you'll flick someone who's sitting even like, and you need a 2-meter radius to knit a Trinigan. That's what we've discovered. So our current knit alongs, the U Rock and the Anything Autumn Bloom, whatever, Alpine Autumn Tuesday, like it's not my fault. I don't know. People honestly, like I thought the way I named my patterns was bad, and I've decided that there's just no good way to do it because it's impossible to keep track of them all. But we have 2 hot, fresh, sexy knit-alongs for the new year, just for you, right? So, for the latest in cult fashion, all the other flockers, our Wednesday night flockers, have been talking quite heavily. It's been hot and heavy. The chat about the one, the only, Pink Fez by Andrea Mowry. Now, I will not be knitting one. I'm gonna call it right now. I will not be doing either of the upcoming knit-alongs. But
I haven't decided if I want to make it. There's a lot of other things I want to make, so I feel like I do want to make it, but not right now. But I'm gonna do the other one.
Yeah. So Pink Fizz by Andrea Mowry. The other great thing about Pink Fizz that I've learned from reading very carefully through the pattern is it takes roughly the same amount of yarn as an Elton, so you can have a choose your own adventure. We're going to be putting up some kits and some suggestions, and we're going to be doing a big blitz on Pink Fizz planning. The other thing, and this is important because Spincycle's almost here, is at the same time, we are going to be running a pressed flowers knit along, and that's for anything from Amy Christopher's pressed flowers collection, which is big. There are socks, there is a cowl, there is a shawl, there is a pullover, there's a cardigan. I think there's a hat. In sync, look at us go. Boom.
Yes. So I'm gonna make the cardigan
Mm-hmm.
And I have been hoarding some midsummer dyed in the wool for a little while, so that's what that is for. And I got some Kiwi-Yarn-a moss in the high twist, which is a really pretty, I don't know if you can see behind it, you can see it, it's just here. Pretty green, like a darky green colour. So that is what I'm going to make, and I'm very excited.
I will say, if I was going to do it, and I'm not, I would probably be using, I'd probably go on a weird bit of a journey. I would definitely be using the Ashley 4-ply in Cloud, which is the white. And then I would absolutely be combining that, if we have enough left, with On the Low.
Not Lovespell?
Not Lovespell. I know, controversial.
I have seen a Lovespell, the lovely Briar's made
Yeah.
with Lovespell, and it's so pretty.
My friend Briar has the best taste, and her pressed flowers is perfect.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah,
and
she killed it.
I was like, I've been worried about color work for a long time, but now I'm like, I can do it. And it's not it's the easy, it's mosaic rather than color work.
Super easy. And you just
Which is what I
plow
did in
through
my
the tessellated
Yeah.
vest.
So I think it'll be good, and I'm excited. I've
I'm
wanted that
super
cardigan
excited.
for ages.
No.
Ages and ages.
No, it hasn't come up at all. What are you talking about? I have not considered gouging my ears out. Like I'm any better. I'm not. So anyway, but this is going to be part of our celebration of... I had high hopes to joyfully celebrate Christmas this year, I will be honest. And it's been more of a challenge than I would have expected to get joyful about Christmas again, which I find very disappointing. My Christmas movie marathon is not going very well because I just want to enjoy my cheesy Christmas movies the way that God intended. And I like that they're not good. I just want to be clear here. I enjoy a Christmas movie where somebody goes back to their hometown and falls in love with a local handyman and wants to repair a gazebo, and then they work together to get the gazebo ready for tree lighting night, and then some horrifying relationship catastrophe happens, and then they have to work through it, and then they still get the gazebo ready for tree lighting night, and then they light the tree and they fall in love and kiss, and then he or she, who has moved back to their town, inevitably opens a cupcake bakery. And that's what I want. I just want to be clear. Like, I like this. I like them the way they are. I feel no need to be snarky or judgmental about them. I just love them the way that they are. And I will have you know, I am that wacko when I live in North America who every year goes to the town tree lighting. I am this person. I go to the Festival of Trees and I look at all the pretty trees that all the different charities have decorated, and I buy my little raffle tickets and I put them in the ones I want. And I fucking love Christmas, okay? I love it just the way it is. I want to listen to Mariah Carey and fucking watch bad movies.
You should get someone to take you out to, is it Shane's Road, where they have lots of lit up houses.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
As long as the other person is truly in the joyful spirit of Christmas.
Yeah, I'll
because
take you.
I am fully in the joyful spirit of Christmas.
I've been sick this week, so I haven't had I tried to get
It's
decorations
here, though.
out.
I'm
and,
so excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
And this is
I especially need to
this
talk
is
to you
nice.
about those giant Christmas baubles. Because,
They're cool, right?
yeah, I'm in love. I'm gonna need some. Okay, great. But so that's what's happening. But this knit along, this pair of them, is the beginning of the build-up to what is going to be, I think, one of Get Flocked's biggest holidays of the year, Galentine's Day. On February the 14th, here at Get Flocked, we are going to have a day-long celebration of friendship and knitting and love. Love for your friends, love for yarn, love for that drilling sound outside. I'm kidding, not that last part.
It'll probably still be there.
It will be. Anyway, the thing is, we're gonna have a whole day event. We will both be here on the 14th. I have no one in my life, which is great. So I'm gonna be here the whole day, doing my very damnedest. There might even be, a Cupid outfit that, yeah.
That reminds me of there's a vest.
So good.
I might have to crack that out.
So here's the thing. We're gonna come here. We're gonna rock out on Valentine's Day. Yes! We're gonna come here and be here all Galentine's Day long. So February the 14th, mark it off. tell your lovers that you're busy because you're hanging with your gal pals and having a good day. If you are unclear what Galentine's Day is, there is a television program that is full of hope and joy and wonder called Parks and Rec. And it makes me feel a lot better about the world, that there are people who believe that trying hard and doing things right is actually the right thing to do, and that we don't need to be dark and snarky all the time about everything, because we don't. And so, in the spirit of Leslie Knope, not April, Leslie Knope, we are bringing Galentine's Day to all of you, our beautiful sunfish.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. So, get in on the knit-alongs, wear your finished or not finished object, or anything that day. So, anything you've knit since we've opened, wear it in that day. We're going to have a Galentine's Day prize. That's right. And it's going to be a spot prize. We're going to take everybody's name who comes in. We're going to put you into a bowl, hopefully heart-shaped, and then we'll pull it out at the end of the day, and you will win something. What is it? I haven't decided, but it'll be good. So, that's that. Now, we're going to take a brief break and come back and tell you the new things that are in shop, some fun Christmas ideas, and then leave. Oh no, I lost the thing. I'm not editing this out. Oh, we just talked for 25 straight minutes. Oh. Emily, let's hit the people with what you've got beside you.
Yes.
Tell me a story. Sing me a
Okay,
song.
so we already did a sneak peek, so I'll go back to this.
Yes. Okay,
So
good.
we got in this is a Cessia Mistral fingering weight 4-ply merino, machine washable, and in colours that people always ask us for that are hard to get. So we went for it. So
And we mean this as gently as possible, but you'd better buy them. No, I'm kidding. Mostly because I think I need a bowl.
And there's a pink as well.
Yes.
And a navy and like a natural.
Yeah. Because we have good news for all of you. This expands our color range enough that you can start knitting Marie Wallen again.
Yes.
I know.
So yeah, there's those little guys.
They are beautiful. They're great. They would also make a great stocking stuffer for a knitter in your life. Little bits for color work are always super helpful.
Sorry, I had a runaway ball.
Dirty.
And we got some more blue Q things because I'm obsessed.
No.
And so are customers, so it works out. This pencil case, I don't like 3 till 4 p.m. and I don't care who knows. Passive aggressive workplace accessories. I'm not buying it, I'm just putting it in my cart for now. Geez.
That's
and
you.
checking how much shipping is. That's what I do all the time.
Story of your life.
Don't give up, but you can totally take a break if you want. You can't.
No. No rest for the wicked. And I've been very wicked.
And then we have some socks, and this time, because there's like men's and women's sizing, and so I got a couple that are in both, so that you know there's equal opportunity to have the fun socks.
Okay, I would like those ones.
Yeah. No kidding. Studies show I'm the shit. Did I say shutties?
I mean, I didn't want to bring it up.
There's a bit of a shit theme in this
I noticed.
selection. I didn't even do that on purpose. Oh well. Take no shit, give no fucks.
Amazing.
Oh, I meant to grab, there's ones that look very like business profesh golf ones that say this meeting is bullshit. But like no one will see that part because it'll be under your trousers. So you can know you're being snarky without getting in trouble with the boss.
There we go.
Plus, I'm going to get shit done later.
Amazing. So we have gift ideas coming hot, thick, and fast.
Pew! Little Kiwi tape
We didn't
measure.
even practice.
This is Trade Aid, and there's also a penguin, and you pull his little flipper as well.
Aww.
And then there's a toadstool, and you
Cute.
I can't remember where you pull the toadstool from, but they're very cute.
We'll
And
find
that's
out.
so they're crocheted.
Encasing
in
a little
Vietnam.
tape measure. Yeah, they're super cute.
Yeah.
Great. Me.
I don't know why I made a cat noise. That's the enemy of the Kiwi. But
I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah, okay, so also online what we've done for those of you who might be having some Christmas anxiety, or if you have someone in your life who's having Christmas anxiety, is we have put up a mystery gift thing. Now, this is a concept I've run pretty much everywhere I've ever done this before, because shopping for yourself or shopping for others can get really, really stressful, and we know that. So let us take the stress out of your life because we don't know these people and we don't care. No, no, we don't. We are actually really good at this. We do this for a living, and we have tried. Maybe not so much Emily. I have tried pretty much everything in this shop because I'm brutal for. I don't like selling things unless I've tried them. It's just a thing. It's how I feel about it. I try to do that with everything. So we can help you. Let us help. Go on, purchase a mystery thing. We will get that ready to go. And the price includes gift wrapping, which if it's done by Emily, I am sure will be amazing. And if it's done by me, I'm sorry. If it helps, I almost never ship anything, so probably Emily will do it because I never remember to bring my laptop to work, and then I sit there and I'm like, I can't do this from my phone because it won't print. But that is all of that. I have a lot of new designs on the Gambit coming up. If you are interested in helping me out with any of that, please get in touch. It is getflockedknitting@gmail.com. If you need anything else from us or want some help with Christmas planning or you're considering Galentine's Day or anything else, that's great. We will have more news in the new year, including a new beginner knit night, a new beginner knitter course on the Flock Online, and our upcoming announcement of the theme for next year's Flock Online, which I am very excited about. Plus, after this, I'm going to talk to Emily about how we're going to get the final seminar recorded because Murder She Knit is coming back for one last hurrah because it got derailed, which I must admit to being very disappointed by, but sometimes you have to make tough choices, like rehoming your dog and moving and opening a new business and finding new places to get yarn from and doing all of these things, and occasionally things have to go, and that had to go this year.
We didn't get to do the link.
Oh no, we will. Don't worry. Don't you worry. We're coming back with a final omnibus seminar.
Excellent.
It's gonna be costume changes, accent changes. It'll be a whole experience, folks. And just strap in for next year because it's gonna get wild. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with us. We hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Keep knitting, get in touch if you need anything. And last and not least, remember, even if no one else does, we love you.
Bye.